Hello investors, welcome to the show!
Hindi kailangang mahal
ang magmahal.
These products look saleable. Love your car, drive it clean. Do you have what it takes to be the next big thing? Is your idea a potential game changer? Can your company bring us to the future today? Let us help you scale up your business.
3 investors are looking for the ultimate pitch. The reward of 150,000 pesos will be given per finalist as their seed money to scale up their business and get a chance to win the ultimate prize of 500,000 pesos. Hundreds of small and medium enterprises heeded the call and lined up their best ideas. After 2 grueling months of presentations, finalists were chosen for the final pitch day. In the next 6 weeks, we will see how they will compete against each other and get the investors to cash in on their pitch. Which company has the assets to bring in the cash? Which product is a cut above the rest? Whose pitch will impress? 15 teams, 5 finalists, 1 team to be named the ultimate entrepreneur. This is Scale Up.
I'm Janeena Chan. Welcome to the 5th weekly finals of Scale Up. We're down to the last 3 companies who dream of scaling up their businesses. And today we have pottery, art, and food products on the table today. And the people behind these creations will try and convince our investors that they deserve 500,000 pesos in fresh capital. Now, who do they need to convince exactly? First up, we have Pepe Torres, Maya's Chief Marketing Officer. Pepe has over 14 years of brand building, business growing, and award-winning experience in global, regional, and local roles for top companies. Lorin is the co-founder of Tinybuds, a family-owned female-led baby care product company founded in 2009. From a one-product company when it first began, now it has over 50 innovative natural baby care essentials and is one of the top baby personal care brands. Miguel Guerrero is the co-founder and CEO of Boozy.ph, an on-demand liquor delivery service. From a simple website, Boozy.ph has grown to over 100 employees with 4 hubs in Manila and Cebu, and its own delivery app too. Today, we are down to the last 3 finalists from the first 15 who were chosen from those who signed up from our call-out just last year. The remaining finalists will compete in today's pitch showdown, where one will be chosen to move on to the final round and receive the initial 150,000 pesos seed money. The end goal is to scale up their business with the seed money for a chance to win the final investment of 500,000 pesos. Now let's see who gets the final nod of the investors in today's showdown. Let's kick things off with Ili Likhaan Ceramics.
Magandang umaga. Ako po si Maui. Ako po yung nag-iisang production team ng Ili Likhaan Ceramics.
Partners in life and in business, Rosa and Yano created Ili Likhaan to make functional and sculptural ceramic wares. Their designs are composed of goddesses, divine and mythical creatures, and baybayin. And not just that, they also do workshops for pottery making in the community. Will their business design make a good impression with the judges?
Ili Likhaan Ceramics, what do you have for us today?
Ang ibig sabihin ng Ili ay lupa, gitna, at bayan. Ang prinsipyo namin sa Ili ay mula sa lupa para sa lupa. Dahil kinikilala namin lahat ng biyaya natin ay mula sa lupa ng bayan, mula sa ating kalikasan at mula kay Bathala. Kaya lahat ng aming ginagawa, sana ay nakakabalik din sa lupa. Clay is a very tactile material. Meron siyang magic na it has healing properties. Meron din tayong malalim na tradisyon ng pottery sa Pilipinas. Pero medyo nawala yon dahil sa trade sa China. Dahil dyan, gusto talaga namin i-promote yung pottery sa Philippines in the contemporary art scene. So, yung produkto ng Ili, tumutukoy sa pagbabalik sa sarili. So, practice being present, being mindful. Kaya, yung process din namin is very slow. And pagkilala ulit kung sino tayo, saan tayo galing, ano yung paniniwala natin sa mga diwata, sa paghilom, sa baybayin, yung ancient Filipino script, sa maitong na mula halo po sa anthropomorphic jar sa maitong sarangani. So, kino-contemporize namin yung archaeological excavation sa Philippines. At konsepto ng pagkamulat, ito po ay iba't ibang hobby sa Pilipinas. So, it's hand-painted on ceramic. Bukod sa mga produkto, yung malaking bahagi ng Ili ay workshops. Dahil layunin namin sa Ili na makapagbahagi ng safe and creative space para kamustahin yung sarili dahil sobrang busy na ng lahat ngayon, lahat stressed. Sana may time din to sit down and think, how am I? Ganun. So, ganun po yung workshops namin. We call it clay meditation. Tapos, pwedeng sa beach, pwedeng sa ilalim ng puno, pwedeng bata, pwedeng matanda, lahat po kasali.
Nagtuturo din ang Ili ng pottery para sa mga communities bilang livelihood activities, kagaya nitong nasa litrato sa Katanawan, Quezon at sa Dumingag, Zamboanga. Bukod
po doon, nakikipag-partner kami sa NGOs para sa advocacies. Katulad nitong nasa Larawan, ito po ay Bangsamoro Peace Project na ginawa sa Quezon City Circle. Gumawa kami ng clay pieces that reflect our prayers for peace and hope.
So, paano nga ba nagsimula ang Ili?
So, masaya po yung kwento kasi yung inspiration namin ay galing sa Ili Likhaan. Ibig sabihin nun, Earth Goddesses. Ano po sila? They proclaim themselves as Earth Goddesses. Sila po ang nanay ko at mga kaibigan niya. So, tumutulong po sila sa victims ng sexual abuse. Tapos, lumaki po ako sa ganon na community. Ganon, sa mga kawimenan. Kaya yung sensibility ng Ili ay tungkol din sa diwa ng pagiging babae. At sa kanila ko rin natutunan yung pagmamahal ng labas sa sarili. Kaya yun din po yung focus ng Ili. Kung paano magbabahagi ng ligtas at malikhaing espasyo, safe and creative space para sa well-being, sa cultural identity, pagkilala sa sarili, at community building.
So lahat ng ito ay ginagawa ng Ili para makaambag doon sa proseso ng pagbuo ng isang mundo na nagbubuklod at malinaw ang ugnayan ng sarili sa kapwa, sa bansa at saka sa sanlibutan sa pamamagitan ng paglikha. Kaya napakalaking bagay para sa amin na maging bahagi ng Scale Up dahil sa pamamagitan nito nagkaroon kami ng pagkakataon para mabalikan ang aming mga plano at makapag-set ng mga panibagong milestone. Ang isang production cycle ay umaabot ng 3 hanggang 4 na buwan. So napakatagal dahil maliban pa sa ang proseso ng pottery, ng handmade pottery ay talagang mabagal, mag-isa lamang talaga si Maui sa production. Ako, nakakatulong lang ako minsan-minsan kapag may oras ako sa klase, may oras ako sa school. Kaya ang nangyayari din, yung kinikita lamang ng Ili ay sapat lamang para sa kanyang operations, pag-maintain ng operations, at hindi nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon para makaipon para sa mga malakihang investments kagaya ng isang pottery studio. So ngayon, ang Ili ay mobile. Nakakapunta kami sa iba't ibang mga lugar, pero ang nangyayari, yung mga workshops namin din ay nagiging one-time activities saka short-term activities lamang, hindi nagkakaroon ng continuity. Kaya kung papalarin, pangunahing patutunguhan ng pondo ay ang espasyo o yung aming itatayong mud studio. Mahalaga para sa Ili ang pagkakaroon ng isang physical na studio para makapaglatag na kami ng aming standardized na mga sistema at magkaroon din ng espasyo para magkaroon ng mga iba pang kasama para lumago ang Ili at mas mapabilis din at mapaginhawa ang aming mga processes dun sa aming production cycle.
Kapag may studio na rin kami, pwede kami magkaroon ng regular workshops. Tapos alam na ng mga tao kung saan sila pupunta kung gusto nila ng clay therapy.
Gusto rin namin sana na yung ibubuoy namin ng studio ay maging sentro ng community building at maging learning hub para sa pakikipag-aralan para sa mga sustainable na pamamaraan para sa pamumuhay, kagaya ng community gardens, kagaya ng sustainable architecture. Malaki din ang may tutulong sa amin ng Shopify at saka ng Paymaya para sa pag-optimize ng aming mga proseso. Gusto namin sanang padaliin yung aming inventories, yung aming sales at saka deliveries sa pamamagitan ng mga ito para din maging mas madali para sa amin at para sa aming mga kliyente habang pinapanatili pa rin ang personal na connection sa kanila. Pinag-aaralan din namin kung paano pa magiging mas efficient yung aming mga ginagawa bilang negosyo. Kasi kagaya nga ng nabanggit ni Maui, nakafocus kami sa development at sa art pero dun sa business side, kami nangailangan pa ng mas matinding pag-aaral. gusto rin sana naming paglaanan ng pondo yung pag-aaral kung paano pa magiging mas accessible yung pottery bilang art form.
Dahil ngayon, sobrang mahal po nung cost ng operations ng pottery. So lahat ng workshops, even here in the metro, sobrang mahal. So hindi siya accessible for everybody. So yun po yung layunin ng Ili Likhaan na maging para sa lahat ang pottery.
Okay, thank you very much. Why won't we share some of your products po to our investors so that they can have a first-hand look and feel of them? Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay.
So these ones are produced by you and not from the workshops. How does it work?
So yung oras po namin nahahati sa production work, which is what you're holding now. And also the workshop aspect.
These are made by you po?
Yes.
Okay.
Sa pagkakwento mo, Maui, no, ang lalim ng Ili Likhaan. And I find na sa lalim ng storya niya, na-trivialize siya sa isang everyday product. Because of the depth, I want to ask you and to challenge you, what else can you do with clay na elevated, yung parang kalalim ng storya na gusto nyong ipaliwanag?
Yes.
Kaya yung focus po sana namin is really teaching. Kasi mas gusto namin na makilala ng mga tao na yung proseso. Kasi it's very meditative. Kasi nagsisimula ka mula sa lupa. Tapos kailangan mo ng tubig para humulma. Tapos kailangan ng hangin para matuyo. At apoy para mabuo yung buong proseso.
Just listening to this whole presentation has been so soothing and calming and relaxing already. Of course, with the visuals as well. Unfortunately, hindi ako magaling mag-Tagalog or mag-Pilipino.
Okay
But
lang.
I do have to say thank you for reminding us how beautiful our language is. Thank you. Ano yung interplay ng workshop sa selling the products that you produce yourselves? And maybe, same ba yung target market or iba ba yung target market for each? Help us understand how it all works so far.
Sa totoo lang po, kaming dalawa, pareho po kaming hirap dun sa business aspect. Kasi ako po artist, siya mas community development worker.
I see.
So, yun po talaga yung, kaya din natuwa kami na merong ganitong program na maaaring makapagbigay ng mentorship at maaaring makapagbigay ng payo kung paano naman yung numbers. Kasi doon po kami talaga nahihirapan. So sa ngayon po, yung pinaka-challenge ko as an artist, hindi talaga ako makapag-explore ng artistic freedom dahil natatali po ako doon sa production.
Correct.
I need to earn money, ganun. Tapos natatali din ako doon sa, pero gusto ko rin magbahagi ng experience ng soothing experience ng clay. So, doon po, parang yung, kumbaga, kailangan ko hatiin sa iba't ibang bahagi yung katawan ko. Parang ganun. So, kung matututunan po namin yung process, business aspect nito, maaari siyang gumulong kahit wala kami.
I think there are, I don't know if you call it like a parang Filipino heritage brand, but there are a number of brands like using mga traditional elements, right? But they still feel really modern, right? More, I guess, like in the FMD space or coming from the liquor industry, there's also some liquor brands playing there. But it's good to see a brand like you in the arts and crafts industry doing it. My question is, you mentioned earlier on the high cost of operations of pottery, right? Paano kaya natin yung mapapababa para to make it more accessible to people?
Kailangan po namin ng pagsusuri at pag-aaral. Halimbawa, doon pa lamang sa pag-source ng clay, nakikita namin na maraming clay sources sa Pilipinas, hindi pa lamang siya natatap. Sa ngayon kasi, ang pinakaginagamit natin ay yung terracotta, yung pulang clay na ginagamit sa palayok. Pero yun kasi, hindi niya kaya yung masyadong mataas na temperature, kaya hindi siya pwedeng gamitin na baso. So, doon pa lamang sa pag-source ng material, itong mga ginagamit kasi namin ngayon, galing pa sa ibang bansa, yung clay. So,
Kaya yung cost of materials are very high
Mataas
dahil
talaga.
lahat ay imported. Pero kung lahat nga ay malolocalize, tapos kaya meron kaming clay mapping research also. Kasi maganda din na sustainable yung practice. Alam namin saan sa Pilipinas makaka-source ng ganito. And eventually, yung pangarap namin, we can also mix our own clay para mas accessible nga.
para naman sa aspeto ng yung equipment, yung kiln, kasi napakamahal din ng kiln kasi yung pag-vitrify nga nung clay ay kailangan na 1,280 degrees bago siya maging food safe. So sa ngayon, mahal yung mga kiln pero nakikipag ang DOST, ang alam ko, ay naggagawa din ng iba't ibang mga research tungkol sa paggagawa ng mga wheels, yung umiikot para makagawa ng clay. Pinag-aaralan din namin kung paano magiging mas stable yung open firing. Yung open firing kasi ay pwedeng gawin gamit mo lamang ay mga kahoy, mga biodegradable materials, mga combustible materials pala na organic para makapag-fire ng clay. Pero kasi hindi siya magiging kasing tibay ng na-fire sa kiln. So yun yung mga kailangan namin pag-aralan pa kung paano namin maaabot yung ganun. Makapag-localize ba kami ng paraan para yung pag-fire ng clay ay maging affordable din dito sa Pilipinas.
Yung din namin, solution namin is to provide a community kiln. Kasi ngayon, nauuso din yung ceramics sa Philippines. Tapos yung mga tao nahihirapan, saan ba mayroong pottery studio that can fire my works? Ganun. So, kung meron na po kaming physical studio, they can come and and bring their works. Tapos we can fire it for them.
Okay, so I guess that's it for pitch number 1. Maraming salamat sa Ili Likhaan Ceramics. Thank you. Next to pitch, let's welcome Art of Mar.
Hello everyone, I'm actually Mar or Mars, but you can call me Mar na lang for short kasi my brand is also the Art of Mar.
An Ilocana artist turned her adversity into opportunity by venturing into an online business. Thus, Art of Mar was born, which highlights how art can heal people. Will her vision gain the judge's nod and additional funding for her business?
Art of Mar, what are you bringing to the table today?
The brand name is like that. It's not because of vanity, it's based from the book, The Art of War, so I just changed. So that's why, it's just a pun. So our products are mainly stationery goods that I illustrated myself. I think our shop is already like 1 to 2 years. I'm still a one-woman team, so it's still a challenge for me. That's why I only make like stationery goods for now. Art prints, washi tapes, memo pads, and we also have services. So I also make illustration work for clients, like basic sticker making. And we also have social responsibility or content creation. I put this under my business or my brand because even though it's more of a personal fulfillment thing, it still earns some money for me, and I get to use that also to roll out the funds. So it's still part of it. And as you can see here, guys, my shop actually started in my small room, in the corner of my room. And here is our story. So basically, it's a simple story of feeling hopelessness to finding hope, and then sharing that hope with others through art. We manifest them into tangible products, like as simple as stickers. We can share a lot of message, a lot of encouragement, or motivation through these kinds of products. We also have our own thank you cards. We change our thank you cards a lot of times, and we also add like free, encouraging extra card. So even though it's not a product per se, we have some small freebies because our journaling community, that's our main target audience in the stationery shop, they like extra freebies. So we also try to add like encouraging things there and motivational stickers, here also. Then we added more things like pins. And then I started vlogging as well because a lot of people were asking, hey, how did you do this? Can you share us the process? So there.
Maybe you can show some of the products to our panelists.
Yes,
For now,
for sure. Okay,
go ahead.
so let me just give this. So here are some of our products.
Unboxing.
Yes, unboxing time. And
Unboxing
also,
time.
here are some of our future plans as well, like prototypes. Through our lifestyle shop, services and content, we inspire and empower artists to make the most of their skills and create meaningful products for their own communities. So now it's not just the abstract vision, but I also want to make products, encourage others to make their own products, and also like learn skills that I can teach to others because I cannot teach what I don't have. That's why I'm also really trying to learn and find coaches and mentors. Here's a thing why a lot of artists are discouraged. I think the society doesn't see art as an essential thing, like food or healthcare or energy services. But art is significant for our soul to thrive. Like, again, like what Ili Likhaan showed us, right? It touched our soul, even though we can't really grasp why. But we felt their purpose and it translated to us. We felt it. So it helps us see the world from another perspective and helps us connect with ourselves and others. So in short, it inspires, entertains, empowers, educates, and brings people together. Art helps us experience the fullness of life. So our what and how, these are now the action steps that we have because we can't just dream all the time.
Yeah.
So again, we're going back to our 3S, the stationery shop, the services to help others, and social responsibility.
I think it's about time to ask our investors some of their questions for you.
Oh,
So
okay.
go ahead.
Who would your target market be as a complete lifestyle brand?
Yes. So as a complete lifestyle brand, I'm still including the stationery items because, as I mentioned, my main target audience are those people who are really into self-care, self-improvement in the form of creativity, like journaling, like vlogging, those kinds of things. It's more on the people who feel that they have creativity inside of them. So those are our main target market. And I think it ranges in different ages. But right now, mostly our audiences are 18 to 34. But we also have clients from different ages. So I think it encompasses a lot, but we still have that main focus.
And also, in terms of products, I think you're pretty much set. You know what you're doing already, you're focused on that. So I want to challenge you and ask about that area of your business that you haven't maximized, which is your collaborations and commissions. Can you tell me which brands you've collaborated it with and how did that turn out?
So I've already worked with Canon Philippines and also some international brands like Alibaba.com and also Paperwang, like more on the printing and creative businesses.
Okay.
And also some recently there was a style brand. So that's why I think that we can also see lifestyle and stationery items are not too far from each other because it's really more on the way we carry ourselves and the way we see the world or something like that.
Yeah. Thank you very much,
Thank
Art.
you so much.
Mark.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, investors. And on to the last pitch of the day. Let's welcome Ulala Crepe Cakes.
I'm Lalaine S. Fontalba from Makati City. I'm 21 years old, currently studying culinary arts.
Olala Crepe Cakes was established just months before the peak of the COVID lockdown. Managed by a student, this crepe cake business started off with crepe rolls and later on was able to make diverse choices of their products due to customers' demand. Will her crepes roll her into the judges' favor?
Olala Crepe Cakes started June 14, 2020 in the middle of the pandemic. Nagkaroon kami ng financial problem kasi my mom has comorbidity so hindi siya capable to work in the midst of the pandemic. Nung time na yon, I have 5,000 pesos galing sa scholarship ko. Then, nag-decide ako na magbenta ng crepe rolls. From starting to the crepe rolls, I made mango graham crepe roll and chocolate Oreo. For that too, nakita ko na mabenta siya. So, my friend asked me on August na kung pwede ko siyang gawa ng cake. Sabi ko, hindi ko siya magagawa ng cake kasi wala akong oven. So, napag-isipan ko na crepe cake yung gagawin ko from the design na gusto niya. So, nagawa ko naman siya, then pinost ko sa Facebook namin, then sa Instagram. Maraming tao na nag-approach and nagpagawa. Pero yung time na yon, after a few months, in the month of February, I have the biggest challenge of my life. We have COVID positive last year, February. Kailangan kong itapon lahat ng cake na order noon. Kailangan kong palitan yung mga ingredients, lahat, kasi for sanitation. Then, almost 1 to 2 months yun. Sumabay din doon yung pagkamatay ng father ko, which is, he's the only one na nagpa-provide sa amin ng income nung time na yun. So, nag-decide ako na step up yung business ko, including my passion because I'm a culinary student. My target market for selling cakes is all ages of the children and adults. Of course, halos araw-araw may birthday. Kahit merienda, nagpapagawa sila. Ang nakalagay lang sa dedication, snack lang, merienda lang. In scaling up my business, ito po yung current menu namin. I decided to put up different crepe designs na pwede nilang pagpilian. Then, nag-add din po ako ng mga maraming flavors. So, it's really customized and personalized. I also added different flavors of crepe rolls And I also include selling iced coffee. From 1 to 2 cakes, I ended up selling 7 to 10 cakes a day. And kapag occasion naman, umaabot ng 20 cakes and more yung order ko for just one day. So, kagaya ng Mother's Day, ng Christmas, ng Valentine's, maraming mga nag-order ng cake. Even this one, it's also made of crepe cake. So,
Maybe you can show the cakes to our
Yes, po.
judges right now. This is for the taste test, and we also have a more aesthetic one. And
Yes,
they're
po.
actually custom made for each of our investors. Yes. So we have Maya Business, we have Tinybuds, and of course one for Boozy.
so that crepe cake po is our best-selling flavor since 2020. It's made with fresh mangoes, crepe cake, and non-dairy whipping cream. So it's low fat and low sugar than the ordinary cake. Lahat po sila, non-dairy po yung gamit ko.
Thank you for sharing your story. I'm very sorry for your loss. We all shared a lot of challenges throughout the pandemic, but certainly we admire your resiliency and how your need turned into a business that you're really passionate about. And I think that's incredible. Can you help me understand how you're attracting customers today? Like, why do they go to you? What sets you apart? Why do they say, oh, I want to buy from you instead of maybe other dessert options that have also been exploding over the past 2 years?
So basically po, I'm using Facebook and Instagram. In our place po kasi walang nagtitindang cake doon sa location namin. So kaya nag-decide din ako na magbenta ng cake. And they say na different sila sa ordinary cake. Kasi it's crepe cake, then they can customize the design. And of course, the price is affordable for them. Lalo na sa mga kapwa ko students, yung mga nagbibigay sa jowa nila.
So ano yung average price or yung typical order?
For that one po, that is costing 400 pesos po with cake box and free candle, free postcard, and the flavor is chocolate tiramisu. For that size po, that's rainbow milli crepe cake. That is for 650.
659. And do those come in a box? The
Yes
rolls?
po, with box po, with free.
The rolls, how much are they?
100 each lang po.
Okay, 100 each. Okay. And those big ones?
This cost, depending on the design and size, kasi may dalawa po akong size nito, the price starts at 3,000 pesos po. Including the design po
Everything
na gusto
na.
nila.
Any more questions from our investors?
Lalaine, so I want to ask, because you've shown us your skill in customizing cakes, especially for occasions. But it's very difficult to be just dependent on occasion. So what do we have in your menu that we can sell for every day?
I also sell cupcakes, then breads.
By the way, it's very admirable no, na nagsimula ka sa 5,000 na puhunan and now you're
Correct.
selling 7 to 10 cakes a day. No? Minsan sabi, 20 pa or more. In case Woodwind scale up, right? How would you use it to scale up your operations in the future?
If I've got the chance to scale up my business po, I would definitely invest to a small cafe because I already know how to handle the cakes and other pastries. I just need na yung malaking space sa lulutuan kasi ang gamit ko lang po ngayon is kitchen namin. So it's very small for me for occupying the 20 cakes. Kaya sobrang hirap po for that small space. Pero kaya naman at kakayanin.
Yes. Okay, that's the spirit.
I love it.
All right, thank you very much, Olala. Thank you very much, investors. We will be calling back our teams in just a bit, and our investors will make the decision on who will take home the initial 150,000 pesos seed money, which the winning team will grow to win the additional 500,000 peso investment. But first, as we know, Scale Up is brought to us by Maya Business, which was then known as Pay Maya Enterprise. The company rebranded itself last April as Maya Business, your all-in-one growth partner. Maya Business enables all types of businesses to grow in bolder directions through effortless B2B payments, payment acceptance, and money management solutions. Part of the brand's transformation is the goal to support businesses in achieving greater heights. Now it's time for the investors to decide on who makes it the final cut. Who has a chance to scale it up today, investors? Well, I think it's about time to bring back our contestants. Welcome back, everyone. First up, congratulations for your amazing pitches. I think just being here in itself is already a prize in itself, and hearing from our investors. And now it's time to finally reveal who will be scaling up today.
Congratulations, Ili Likhaan.
Congratulations to Ili Likhaan Crafts and Ceramics. Congratulations to our two teams as well. Job well done. As with all the other finalists, you will be given a month to reach this goal and to see how your pitch matches up with the other finalists. And the winners of each episode will come back after 1 month to tell us how much they've grown and how their dream business is doing using the 150,000 pesos seed money. This time, it will be judged based on sales, reach, and their future plans that they will be presenting. And the ultimate prize of 500,000 pesos of additional funding to further scale up their enterprise with Maya Business is up for grabs. So see you once again after 1 month. Best of luck to the both of you. With that said, thank you once again to the other two teams. Job well done. And of course to our investors, we have Pepe Torres, Maya's Chief Marketing Officer, Lorin, co-founder of Tinybuds, and Miguel Guerrero, co-founder and CEO of Boozy.ph. This is Scale Up.
Next week, all 5 winning teams will come back for their final pitch to our investors.
I can see that is not the seed money working. That is those two individuals putting their all into their business. Amazing.
In terms of the different things that you invested on with the seed money, what would you say gave you the best return?
Who will be named the ultimate entrepreneur and win the 500,000 peso investment?
But today, the winner is